The notorious leader of Ukraine's neo-Nazi movement, the right sector, is to run for the country's presidency. And that's despite Dmitry Yarosh being on an international wanted list. Let's now get more details from artist Peter Oliver, joining me live from Kiev. Well, Peter, that's quite a disturbing move there. What more can you tell us?
Well, Dmitry Yarosh is the leader of the group Right Sector. You can't really move around the central part of Kiev right now without seeing somebody bearing the insignia of his organisation. In some circles, they're called neo-Nazis. They are certainly far right. They are certainly ultra-nationalist. Now, himself, the man himself who is putting himself forward for president, Dmitry Yarosh, now he is the subject of an international warrant that was issued by Russia on the charges of inciting terror and inciting terror attacks and extremist actions. Now, we're also hearing from the inside the security services here in Ukraine that Right Sector have put forward demands suggesting they must have access to arms and military hardware. Now, they are already in very disciplined, very organised platoons that patrol around the centre of Kiev. It seems that they're trying to make sure that those platoons can actually have legitimate weapons. As it stands at the moment, I've only seen one or two perhaps that have been carrying actual guns. Most of them are only armed with clubs, bats and even the occasional golf club. Now, so that's that information that's coming out from today, that if this Right Sector have asked for actual weapons and hardware to be given access to those things. Also, perhaps an ultimatum in the works there. They are very much in charge of this part of central Kiev. If they don't receive those weapons and hardware, well, perhaps they could try and influence the government elsewhere in order to try and obtain them. Now, they aren't the only strongly nationalist group operating here in Ukraine right now. We have seen footage of an armoured personnel carrier driving through the streets of Ukraine bearing the flag of the Ukrainian Patriotic Army. Now, that's an organisation and in Ukraine's history has been involved in a number of racist, far-right and ultra-nationalist attacks. So Dmitry Yarosh's group, the Right Sector, aren't the only ones, but they're certainly the ones that seem to be pushing for power here in Kiev right now.
All right, Peter, thank you very much for bringing us this update. Peter Oliver there reporting for us.